All right. Well, I just realized that my video from Friday never uploaded, so I'm gonna have to get that uploaded today. As I mentioned in a previous video, I'm having export issues on Twitch. It happens every now and then, but it's really, really annoying. Um, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to start downloading them again and then just uploading them from there. Uh, but I don't think I have any of the timestamps saved, so that actually really sucks because it was a long video. Um, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to upload that, but I completely forgot that it didn't upload on Friday, unfortunately. So same thing this morning, having issues. My bad. Having issues this morning, and now I'm gonna have to most likely download this one as well. So we'll see what happens, but I have to do two videos basically. Mm, but anyway, on watch we have LAC. I do like LAC here for a move higher. It's bouncing off its 200 on the daily. But I'm not confident in the market overall. It's down bad. The market's just, flopping right now. Let me see. I do want to take an entry on LAC here, though. I just don't know if I can afford it because I only have two times margin. So no, I honestly doubt it. I have like two times margin right now. Uh, I don't think I could do it. If not, it's four times margin. But either way, I don't think I can. I don't think I can afford this one. So let's see. Let's move into EXTN, which is our leading gapper. EXTN. Uh, I don't know. It's similar to I think it's BSFC that we traded last week. If not, it was BTBD or something like that. Same exact chart setup, but flop as soon as market opens. I'm not super confident in it. I don't know. Mara is another one we had to watch, but again, I don't think I can afford this one. This one has a really nice climb here. It's a really nice both 5 and 10 minute. I do like how this 1 minute's pulling back here though. I'm gonna try and buy it, but we'll see. Let me make sure this is the right candle I should be buying in on though. I want to get in for the break at 21, but I wouldn't want to get in right now. If it breaks this last 1 minute high, I think I missed the move. So there's a false break. So it still has yet to break its 5 and 10 minute high. This 5 minute could be a sideways consolidation candle. And it could just be pulling back here. But if it pulls back too much, I don't know how interested I'll be in it. 1 minute MACD's crossing here. I don't mind this pullback at all. I just want to make sure I'm getting in on a good pullback. Part of me wants to buy this dip at 50. Spreads are kind of big. If I'm being honest, I don't think I can afford this one either. I was being real. Already coming up to 21. So there's another rejection. So far, it just seems like a sideways consolidation candle on the 5-minute. Same with the 10-minute, hasn't broke its high yet. We could see it on the next 5 or 10-minute. That's a false break right there. Jesus. There, broke its 1-minute low. Pulling back to VWAP now. We're supposed to have support in this area here though. 2050 is our support level. I'm gonna wait for the next 5-minute. I can't trade this one. Well, even that, I don't think I can trade it, so it's not even worth it. GMVD here, I do like this one, 5 and 10-minute, and it's daily. Wow, nice daily. So let's see, it's already having a hard time breaking over this level, 550. We're seeing some sideways consolidation here underneath it. I was gonna say I might get in here depending on how this candle closes, but I don't know. So it double bottomed here at 520. So if we get the break of 520 to VWAP 504. And then if it does pull back to VWAP, is it going to break below? Or if we're just going to get a small dip below 520. Okay, I'll check out Pixie. Hold on, let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't like with Pixie. I've traded Pixie before. This is probably the stock, one of my favorite stocks, because I've made so much money on this one in my previous account. This is definitely the one that I have biggest winners on. But right now, it's just way below my price range. Like it's trading around $1.60. You could definitely take massive size on it. I just don't. I usually don't trade under $4. Usually. Oh well, there's GMVD. Dang. Okay. CSPR. EXTN. GMVD. So false break there on GMVD. Broke over 50 and now it's all the way back down to 35. I don't know. Okay, it says a former runner. Way out of my price range though. Okay, so I'm supposed to take my options trade on this one today, but I don't know. I'm kind of confused with this open here. Really low open at 298. We're getting crushed in our long-term account. The overall SPY is just down. Like this thing's dropping. So this is basically the coronavirus drop. We're like halfway done with it though, not even. So dang, this is a massive drop, massive decline, and so all my portfolios are taking a massive hit right now. Bitcoin's down too. I don't know. Everything's down. Oh, okay, sure. Basically the reason why I trade anything, I guess, between 4 and I guess now $30. The reason I trade anything in between that range, it used to be just 3 to around $12 or 3 to $11. But the reason I started trading above 4 and nothing below it was because usually those had almost no momentum to them. Like they had not no momentum. What am I talking about? They had no volume to them, and they were just too volatile for me. My track record with those, anything below 4, I was usually losing on. They were like like I said, either too volatile for me. Or like this one, it has a nice setup. I'm not gonna lie here, but most of the time in which I traded the lower price stocks, they either didn't move as much, and I had to take big size, but then they'd flop, or um, what is it called? There just wasn't they were too volatile usually, and then I'd also take a massive loss. Like they were more of a gamble for my account than they were a benefit. Every now and then you'll get really nice moves like this one. Like this is a clean setup. I have a track record for always losing on stocks below 4. Like I never even bothered trading them anymore after a while. And then anything above 20, usually I'm losing on, but it's those are like half and half. Like I have some big winners on the ones above 20, and then I have some big losers on the ones above 20. But my true range was always, I would honestly say, like $6 to $12. That's where I made majority of my money, was between those two price ranges. The only reason I extended it to 30 right now is because recently we've seen some really nice moves from, in that price range 20 to 30. There were some really clean moves, and I just hesitated on taking any of those moves because I don't know, the spreads are too big, or I wasn't sure, I wasn't confident in my position. I will say, hold on, I will say Pixie is coming up to its 200. Well, it just touches 200, so I would be careful up here. But yeah, that's why I decided to trade anything above 4, and I guess now 30. But like I said, typically my go-tos are around $6 to $12, something like that. Just because over these past couple of years, I've tracked all my trades, and I noticed that those are like my hot areas or my really bad areas. So that's why I stopped trading anything below $4. ALTO. So GMVD just couldn't hold up there. Jesus. Also, I would recommend, I think it's called Trader View. That's where I personally keep track of all my stuff. I'm not sponsored or anything, obviously, but I used to keep everything on an Excel document and document all my stuff there, but I found Trader View so much easier to document your progress. If you have money for the subscription or whatever, I would definitely get that. But like I said, the free service is great as well. I just swapped from Excel to Trader View just because it was so much easier to document my stuff, and it actually makes like all these charts for you and everything automatically. So but the thing about Trader View actually is that you're gonna have to set up like certain export settings. So like on this one, it wasn't automatic where I just export my trades. I had to format it in a certain way to I guess be able to upload it to Trader View. So I would also look into that just in case you're having trouble there. You have to export it a certain way. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I would definitely move over from an Excel sheet. You can definitely still keep track on an Excel sheet. Don't get me wrong. Like you can input or I guess output different types of data on an Excel sheet, unless you want to pay for the subscription with Trader View. But then again, it's a great platform without having to get the subscription. That's just more stuff that you'll I guess unlock through the service. But yeah, that's I just transitioned because it was just so much easier for me. Yeah, honestly, it was same here. My account was at 2,700. Now it's at 1,000 flat practically. So I don't know. I do want to go into sim, but I think this market that we're in is just, it's really bad right now. It's definitely a bear's market, but it's just so weird seeing this drop. I'm not too surprised, if being honest, but we're seeing such a massive decline on the SPY. Like all the stocks, tech stocks, are just going. So we should have some technically support. We should technically have some support here around 20 or 425, but I don't know. If we break that level, it's flop city from here, I guess. Jesus. Okay. CSPR. This one keeps hitting my scans. It's not doing anything. Why? GMVD. I don't know. Looks like there's nothing for me. No trades. The market's just so slow. BSFC. This one actually got halted going down, and now it's just sideways. It's no problem, man. 2700, 2700. It's not like 27,000, but 2700. That one. I actually just funded the account around that level. I know it was like 2800, but I had some fees, some broker fees or something like that. So I started at 2700. I grew it to like 2800 or 2900, and then I started losing from there. I went all the way down to, I think, 1800, and then I grew it to 2400. Then I went all the way down to 1800 again, and then I grew it back to 2400. And I was really close 2 times in a row, but my risk management just wasn't there. I felt like I started building more confidence, and I got a little more risky with my trades, I guess, and or a little more loose with my trades, and I just let them slide. I let the emotions take over, and I ended up losing money. Started trying to revenge trade, and then I started going through those cycles, right, and just losing. Now in January, December wasn't too bad, but come January, it was just loser after loser, like non-stop. So I went from 20 something hundred, I think 2100 or something, and then I started losing all the way to 1800, and then I got the multi commission, brought me to like 1600, and then from there I just kept losing. Now I'm here, and I didn't realize the SPY was actually taking a turn. I was still confident trading like train aggressively, I guess, towards the beginning of the drop, and I didn't know, I guess, what was going on. But now that I know what kind of market we're in, a whole week and a half later, then I'm not taking trades so loosely. I'm just trying to look at what's going on and see what's available. But I don't know. It kind of sucks at the moment. I don't know when we're gonna return back to normal, or have a change in the momentum here, but right now it's not looking so hot. And what is it? Um, okay, so educational resources. Well, at first I tried learning everything on YouTube. Like I tried to just look up random stuff, stock market courses or anything like that, day trading courses, but nothing really suited me. I didn't know what direction to take, and that led me to taking Ross Cameron's course. So I took a course with Warrior Trading, like I don't know how long ago, but I did take the course with him because he had like a full, I guess, breakdown, or had an order that aligned properly with how you should learn the stock market, I guess. You can learn it however you want, really, but he laid down like the fundamentals, or at least a structure for me to follow. and that's why I ended up taking his course. I had no idea what all these things meant or how to read the charts or anything like that. Um, didn't know about candlestick patterns, whatever. Like you know about them, but I didn't really know where to go in terms of finding, this information, what sort of moves are called and stuff. All I was really looking up, honestly, was probably just patterns. But every time I opened up the market or the charts here, I had no idea how to find a pattern. And I'm still having problems because I just kind of dropped it, and I went on to different strategies from there. But um, that's who I ended up going with. Now Russ Cameron's charging like double or triple as compared to what he first charged when I got in a long time ago. So his classes are real expensive, but if you are happening or wanting to take something like that, you could probably get in, I guess, during one of his sales. Usually he has like really good sales come Christmas time or something, so you could probably get in around that time. I know we just passed that, obviously, but I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of good YouTubers out there though that teach this stuff. You can definitely find it for free. Um, Now that I know what to look for, I mean, obviously I would try to go back, but at the same time, I don't regret taking his course. The only thing I didn't like about his courses was that it took a long time to explain a couple things at once. Like he'll make a 30-minute video to explain something you can explain in like 10 minutes or something. So that's one of the things I didn't really like about it. But overall, I mean, he did have so much information. And now I think he has a more modern one where he actually goes over Q&As during the whole thing. So if you have a question there, he'll most likely answer it just in those Q&As that people have in the chats or something. But when I first started out, I thought Ross was like a total scam, if I'm being real. I was really debating whether this guy was legit or not, or I don't know. I was looking up a bunch of reviews or whatever. So I was real skeptical, and now it turns out, I guess, I mean, it's legit. It's just his strategy is just his strategy. It just doesn't suit me. So I guess that's why it never, stuck with me because I can't trade that. It's really risky, and then I don't want to say he's like a someone who pumps and dumps and stuff, but he does have his chat to back him up occasionally, like on I guess really low volume stocks or something. But I don't want to call him out and say something like that either, because I mean, some stocks there's obviously so much volume that his chat room can only do so much, so I'm not gonna try and put that there. That's why I never really talk about that side, but it does help to an extent that he has his chat room. Let's see. I don't know. We're coming up to 10 p.m. here. Or 10, Jesus, that's how tired I am, huh? 10 p.m. It's 10 a.m. It's not even 10 a.m. for me. It's 9 a.m. actually. I'm going off of Central Time, so whatever. 9 a.m. and no trades. I don't know. Nothing looks good. I might take a Facebook options trade, but or as I should say, meta, right? But I don't know. I guess Friday was definitely the day to take it because I was talking about taking it next week on Thursday, but Friday was definitely the day to take it because look at this drop. I think it could still keep going potentially to around 285, somewhere in this range. So I could take another trade on it, or I could take a trade on it, not another one. I know I sold really early. I got in, I don't know how long ago. I think it was back here, and then I sold at the 200 or something like that. And I sold really quick. So unfortunately, that sucks. I sold super quick on it, and it had this huge drop all the way below 300, and I just sat there and watched it. That sucked. Yeah, options is more risky. It requires less capital, I'd say, to make bigger positions. I only use it for large cap stocks. Like I don't use it for small cap stocks. you can download Thinkorswim, and they should have an options trading platform on their I guess, well, yeah, on their platform. Jeez. Um, but options is, it's like I said, for people with low capital, it would be more affordable, I guess, but it's a lot more risky. And then you have all these other factors you got to deal with, such as decay and all that. There's different strategies to it. I know there's a lot of different strategies to it, but I just keep it really simple. I buy calls, or I buy puts, one of the two. Buy or calls, you can look at it as betting towards the long side, and then puts, you can just look at it as betting towards the short side. But I mean, they each have their, it's just like stocks in a way, I'd say. It's just a different way of buying, I guess, because you're going off of contracts, and then it's just you're dealing with all these other factors included, so like decay and all that. There's a bunch of different things. I mean, maybe it's different. Like, I still don't understand options 100%. I never looked that deep into it. I just know more or less how to buy calls and buy puts, and that's that's all I really know. So I'm just kind of trading about the same, but you trade on more of like a long-term thing, because it goes off of time. Like, you could trade months in the future, or you could trade, I think, even years, or a year or something. You could trade for the week, like weeklies. It just depends. You could trade in the same day, I believe, as dailies, but I don't know. Usually I just trade weeklies. I don't trade months in advance, or months, yeah, in advance. I just, sometimes I do, though. There's been occasional trades where I do trade months in advance. But usually I found most success in the weeklies, especially because I'm already doing day trading. I just find it so much easier to kind of day trade in that account as well, but with higher price stocks, such as like Facebook. Facebook's the one I'm usually always winning on. So this is the one I trade the most. I have traded like Apple, and then I have traded like Roku, I think, and some other ones. I traded a bunch of other tech stocks back then, but now it's just kind of there on the side. I don't really pay too much attention to this account. Just kind of here. GMVD pulling back. Oh yeah, nice catch. Thanks for the alert here. Okay, so GMVD, let's see if we can get in here pretty soon. It's already way past my trading. I shouldn't even take this trade, if I'm being honest, because it's already breaking my rules here. But I do like how it's actually coming back up. This next 5 minute had just opened 30 seconds ago now. See if it's gonna do it on this next 1 minute candle. Even then, where should my target be? High here is what? 558. Move that up here. So 536 is a spot to break. So I can have a small micro pullback here. Trying to take my entry at 32. Well, there it goes. Margin is insufficient at $5.32. That's some BS, because that doesn't make any sense. So I can't even trade this stock if I wanted to. I guess my margin's restricted on this stock. I can't trade this stock. That sucks. So it wasn't even worth the stab, I guess. I would be losing on it regardless right now, 32. I do like its pattern here, though. It's kind of pulling back, two candle pullback here, potential third candle rip. Somewhat of a bull flag. So I do like its pattern. I would most likely still be holding to its consolidation. But I can't even trade the stock if I wanted to. 5 minute high looks pretty good for a break. 1 minute MACD's crossing here. I don't know, it just depends on how this candle finishes. If we break this 1 minute low here, I would be out for sure. So the low of 22, I'd be gone. So high resumption, or high open, I mean. So it's flagging here on the 1 minute. But it looks like it looks like it wants to drop. It's 24, low at 22, I'm out. Well, I'm not even in it, but I would be out. So I guess it's a good thing I wasn't filled, because right now I'd be losing on the trade. There's 30 on the ask for a second. We hit 32 though and see some continuation to the long side. There's a break back down of 24. There's back to green, 32 now. So I'd be break even on the trade. That's making me a little nervous up here, if I'm being honest, just because it hasn't broken through yet. I feel like it's going to be a false break. There's 30, 32, 33, 34. So a very weak break there. See if we see some more momentum come this next 1 minute candle. Or if it's just going to flop. I most likely would have sold out already because I just don't like the way it's trading. So this one for sure would have been a loss for me, whether it's on commission or just a straight up loss. So false break on the 1 minute. I still have confidence in the 5 minute. It just has to pick up here, but it doesn't look like that's what it's wanting to do. It's a false break. 10 minutes still doesn't look too bad. Like I said, it just has to hold its levels and come back above. That was just such a weak break here. So I don't know. That's kind of what we're seeing in this market, though. I mean, it's kind of what's going on. It kind of sucks to see, but that's what it is. I did like GMVD at the open here. I just wasn't watching it at the time. I was having tech issues coming into this whole thing with Twitch, I guess, in regards to Twitch. So a part of me just feels like swapping to YouTube straight up instead of doing Twitch. But at the same time, I don't know. I like the. I actually don't know how it is to stream on YouTube, if I'm being honest. So I'm considering it, but at the same time, I am more familiar with Twitch. So that's why I'm just sticking to this one. So nice pop here. Let's see if it can actually break through. Could be a second attempt to re-enter here. Let's just say I got it at 27, I guess. Next 10 minute just open. High of this last 10 minute candle was 37. That's what I would want to see break. And then I'd say we have room up to this high of 58. But whether it can actually do it, I have no idea. So it's another weak break. $33 down to 21 now. It's another false break. I do short only when the stocks are usually easy to borrow. Otherwise, I don't. I'm more of a long trader. I don't like to short very often. But I do find it so much easier to find stocks to short. Like I know when they're gonna flop on me. Or sometimes obviously I don't, because I take the long side and then they just flop anyways. But to me, it's so much easier to recognize when a stock's gonna go down than it is when it's going up, because I usually know when I'm catching the back end of the move, but I don't know where to enter come the long side. Like in this whole trade up here and all these green candles, I could take small scalps in between all these candles, but my initial position should be down here, and I could get in, but I feel like once I miss that move, then obviously I know it's gonna have to pull back here soon. Then you see candles like this with this huge inverted hammer, like of course it's gonna pull back. I don't know. Then you have other patterns like kind of this bull flag here, just sideways consolidating. But I mean, some patterns to the short side are so obvious. Like right here, it's actually forming a nice, I guess, pennant or some sort of 1 minute flag to the long side. So I could technically get in again, but it's already formed a double or not triple top here in this area. It's getting kind of annoying that it's just not breaking this level. I don't know. BMEA is also hidden scans. BSFC. So this is the longest I've stayed actually, especially outside of my trading worlds here. But I know someone on YouTube did ask what scans I use, and well, I would like to bring them over here to show you, but I can't even show you. There it is. So I have these scans. I have multiple. Ross Cameron did provide like a whole scanner sheet for trade ideas. I downloaded one a long time ago, but ever since then I just changed it. So they have the same names, but I have different options on it, just because I didn't know how to modify it individually at the time, I guess. And I don't know, I figured it out and I kept it. But what is it called? These are my scans for the most part. So this is my low float one, or my low volume one, I guess, or small cap stocks. My bad, because I have a long term and small cap. Then obviously you have your gappers here. So I got all my gappers here, but I use trade ideas to trade, I guess, to day trade here. All right, well, it's already 10:15, 9:15. I got work like right now. So so I'm gonna have to go, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Really I appreciate it. And those on Twitch especially, I really like, now that I'm able to see your comments, it's awesome. I still can't see it on obviously Twitch, like on OBS Studio and stuff. For some reason I still can't see it, or the mobile app, I guess. I have to pull it up on my browser. But I can see it now finally, and it's awesome to see that you guys are actually tuning in and following the channel. So I really do appreciate that. But I will definitely see you guys tomorrow, and I'm gonna try and fix this whole export issue with Twitch, or see what's going on with it. Maybe I'm having, integration issues with YouTube or something. But yeah, I'll go ahead and catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in again, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.